Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where today we've been going over the Packers Week 11 squeaker of a game against the Chicago Bears where the team barely beat an inferior Chicago opponent. But hey, in this league, a victory is a victory. There's plenty of bad things to talk about, but several encouraging things as well that we'll get into here shortly. But before we do, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Let's get in with the scoring summary. So first quarter got off to a great start from the Packers' first drive. A 15-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love to Jaden Reed on a play where the Packers caught 12 men on the field for the Bears. 7-0 Green Bay. The Bears got a field goal by Cairo Santos on a 53-yarder, 7-3. Then the second quarter, no scoring until the last 10 seconds when the Bears took the lead in the halftime on a Roschon Johnson 1-yard touchdown run for a 10-7 lead. Third quarter, Cairo Santos hit a 27-yard field goal, 13-7. Then Josh Jacobs had a 7-yard touchdown rush to put the Packers up by 1 point, 14-3. DeAndre Swift, with 31 seconds left in the third quarter, had a 39-yard touchdown rush for a 19-14 lead for the Bears after they failed a 2-point conversion. Then in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes left, Jordan Love had a 1-yard touchdown rush after he had a really darn good drive. We did miss the 2-point conversion on a pretty bonkers play call for a 2019 victory. The Bears got the ball back. They marched down the field. They're about to kick the game-winning field goal until it was blocked by Carl Brooks, so the Packers were able to escape with a win. Total yards, the Bears actually had more yards than us, 391 to 366. Packers had a turnover to compare to the Bears' 0. 23 first down for Chicago, 19 for the Packers. Bears had the time in possession because they ran the ball a lot. 36 minutes to the Packers, 23 as well. So if we take a look here at the box score, Jordan Love, 13 for 17, 261 yards, 1 touchdown, had 1 really bad interception I'll get into in a moment. Only got sacked once, had an 80.8 QBR, a rating of 113. So overall, it was a really solid, good game for Jordan. He was efficient with the ball, except for that 1 turnover, which we'll get into when I talk about the bad. But he made some big plays. He made some great throws with his arm. He looked healthy for the first time all year. So I think Jordan played a really good game, except for that interception. Rushing, the Packers had out for 100 yards rushing, 18 for 76 yards for Jacobs, 1 touchdown. Jordan Love 4 for 18, plus a go-ahead touchdown as well. Wilson 2 for 17. Christian Watson had himself a day, 4 catches for 150 yards. Jacobs 4 for 58. Reed 2 for 23 and touchdown. Dobbs 1 for 17 and Brooks 2 for 13 as well. The defense really struggled in this game, and we'll talk more when I go over the Bears stats because that's actually important here. McKinney had 9 total tackles, 6 solo, had his worst game as the Packer missed a ton of tackles. Valentine 9 tackles for him as well. Quay Walker had a rough game. Bullard had a rough game. Cooper had a rough game. Williams was solid. Rashawn Gary had a sack that put the Bears in 3rd 19 on their last drive. Should have been the end of that drive, but yeah. Brenton Cox Jr., his first game really getting action after Preston Smith got traded. Had his first career sack as well. Well, he just came off the edge, totally blew up the play, so good for him there. Carl Brooks, 2 tackles as well as the blocked field goal. TJ Slayton had a sack as well. Pass deflection for Quay Walker, and 2 hits for Gary, 2 hits for Cox, 1 hit for Eningbari, and 1 hit for McDuffie as well. Nixon had 2 kick returns for 51 yards. Reed had a 16-yard punt return, was actually pretty decent there. McManus made both his extra points, and Whelan had a really good punt on his only punt in the game for 47 yards inside the 20, down to the 5-yard line, really. But the thing is here with the Bears, Caleb Williams was pretty efficient. Went 23 for 31, 231 yards, average of 7.1 yards. He also had 70 yards rushing on the day as well. The Packers' run defense, which has normally been solid all year, really struggled against the run here, and especially on the read option plays that the Bears were running. They ran Caleb Williams a lot, used his athleticism, and the Packers did not have an answer for all game. Even after in the second half, when adjustments should have been made, the defense struggled there. We really felt that when Jair Alexander went out, we really missed him here because Adunze 6 for 65, Moore 7 for 62, Allen 4 for 41, and they were like getting a key first downs. The Packers were terrible on 3rd down defense. Let Chicago get over half of it there. So yeah. And then Terrell Smith had an interception on Jordan Love. So take a look here overall at team stats. Rushing penalties, the Packers only committed 3 penalties all day, which is a massive improvement compared to the past few weeks. So that is something to really hang our hat on here. So yeah. Okay, let's now go back to box score here. Let's talk about Jordan Love's interception. Now, it was a terrible execution of what was a good decision. It was like 3rd and 11 after they got a 2nd and 1, false start, lost 5 yards on Jaden Reed and around. So 3rd and 11 obviously was a passing situation. The play call was in. Tucker Kraft was wide open for about 6 yards down the field, and with the momentum, probably would have gotten first. Jordan Love decided to throw to Tucker. Great decision. Wide open. But he just airmailed the ball. Now, that is something that does happen to quarterbacks sometimes where they just miss a throw. The problem was it ended up being an interception that the Bears got because it just happened to land down at the goal line and the Bears player got it there. So, while yes, the execution was terrible, that was actually a really good read by Jordan. It was a right read, right throw, just executed it poorly. So, and overall for the game, Jordan was really efficient. Was able to throw in some tight windows, made a lot of good plays. I'm very encouraged by this performance by Jordan Love. And he got a mighty for putting his body on the line on the last drive, taking on contact, getting hit, basically trying to stretch for the touchdown there on both the 4th and goal scenario where he did not throw but still try to get there, put his body on the line, put his body on the line there on the play before his rushing touchdown. Dude played his butt off in this game, and he was one of the main reasons why the Packers won this game. That final drive he did, a lot of it was Christian Watson. We'll get into him a bit, but Jordan played good. He played some really good football. Speaking of good football, Josh Jacobs continues to be an excellent signing for the Packers. Dude had over 125 yards from scrimmage this game, was a threat in the backfield, made a lot of great backfield catches, and able to take down 20. He had 2 20-plus yard catches, which was great. Had another rushing touchdown. Big bruiser. Love Josh Jacobs. He's closing in on 1,000 yards rushing this year, which is incredible, being extremely healthy. So, love Josh Jacobs. Christian Watson had his breakout game of the year. This dude was impressive. Finally using his big body. There was a play that set up the 7-yard Josh Jacobs run on like a 40-yard pass. And it was in double coverage. Watson went up, got the ball, and brought it down in for the catch. Finally, we've been complaining about this for a while with him. He doesn't use his body well to catch the ball, and he did. Jordan Love threw up there to trust him to get it, and he got it. And then on that 60-yard pass that set up the game-winning touchdown, dude laid out, completely laid out, no regard for his body, caught the ball, and had the awareness to get up, knowing he wasn't touched, and ran down another 30 yards, down to the 15. Big shout out for Christian Watson. Had a great game. Defense. Yeah, we're kind of talking about them when I talk about the Bears stat line here. Not impressed. Really, we need corners. We need some corners step up that is not Jair Alexander because he is injured. His knee acted up again, missed the entire second half. And Carrington Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon, Eric Stokes, not it. We need to get a cornerback badly. Sorry, my dog is trying to crawl up on the computer right now. So, yeah. And Xavier McKinney had his first really bad game as a Packer. Missed quite a few tackles. Quay Walker needs to get out of the starting lineup. Dude is a hot mess. Every time that he shoots the gap, he either misses or gets dragged for another 4 or 5 yards. Buddy, you okay? He gets dragged for another 4 or 5 yards. So, yeah, Quay Walker needs to go. Cooper, he showed some that he's a rookie this game because he absolutely struggled in a read option game against Caleb Williams. But pass rush did a little bit better at the end of the game. They came alive there, got 2 sacks on Caleb Williams there. So we'll say that was a little bit better, but we need to see more of a pass rush because Caleb had a lot of time throughout the majority of this game. So that needs to be cleaned up. Special teams won us this game. No joke. Carl Brooks, big shout out for blocking that field goal. Absolutely loved that out of him. Whelan continues to be a great punter, so yeah. And McManus made both his kicks today, so no complaints on special team, which is rare for me to say out of this team. So really happy with that. So currently the Packers are 7-3 and still were third place in the division because the Vikings and Lions both won their games this week. And so coming up next week, we have the San Francisco 49ers who just lost to Seattle. They look mortal. The Packers is going to be a tough game because San Fran is a really talented football team. But then we play the Dolphins, who have not looked that good this year. And then we have a rematch against the Lions. So, yeah, these next 3 games are really determining how well we're going to do in the playoffs. I still think we're going to make the playoffs here. We have enough wins, and we got some easy games like against the Dolphins, Seahawks, Saints, and against the Bears again. We'll see how that goes the second time around. But overall, a pretty solid win. A win's a win in this league, but very concerning something, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll see you again in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.